Imagine this. The world is at war, and in 1942, the stakes couldn't be higher. Nations are locked in a deadly conflict, and the future of humanity hangs in the balance. Amidst this chaos, a group of brilliant minds is called upon to undertake a mission so secretive and perilous that its very existence is known to only a select few. This mission would come to be known as the Manhattan Project. A group of scientists, engineers, and military personnel embark on a top-secret mission. They are gathered from across the United States and even from allied nations, brought together by the urgent need to develop a weapon of unprecedented destructive power. Their task is monumental, their timeline tight, and the pressure immense. The work they undertake is so dangerous it could change humanity forever. They are dealing with forces of nature that had never been harnessed before, experimenting with radioactive materials and theoretical physics that push the boundaries of human knowledge. Every day they face the risk of catastrophic failure, yet they press on, driven by a sense of duty and the fear of what might happen if they do not succeed. This was the Manhattan Project, a name that would become synonymous with secrecy, innovation, and the dawn of a new era in warfare. It was a project that brought together some of the greatest minds of the 20th century, working in unison towards a common goal. In the heart of the U.S., in places like Los Alamos, New Mexico, and Oak Ridge, Tennessee, minds like Oppenheimer and Fermi worked tirelessly, often in isolation from the outside world. These locations were chosen for their remoteness and security, ensuring that the work could proceed without the prying eyes of enemy spies or even curious civilians. Minds like Oppenheimer and Fermi worked tirelessly, driven by a combination of scientific curiosity and a profound sense of urgency. They knew that their work could tip the balance of the war, potentially saving millions of lives, but also unleashing a power that could destroy the world. Fueled by the fear that Nazi Germany might strike first, these scientists worked around the clock. The specter of a German atomic bomb loomed large, and the race was on to ensure that the Allies would be the first to unlock the secrets of nuclear fission. The stakes were nothing less than the future of the free world. The goal? Build the world's first atomic bomb. This was not just a scientific endeavor, but a colossal engineering challenge. The project required the construction of massive facilities, the development of new technologies, and the coordination of thousands of workers. It was a feat of logistics and ingenuity on a scale never before seen, but it wasn't just science, it was espionage. The Manhattan Project was shrouded in secrecy, and maintaining that secrecy was a constant battle. Security measures were stringent, with background checks, surveillance, and strict protocols to prevent leaks. Yet, despite these efforts, the project was not immune to infiltration. Soviet spies infiltrated the project, stealing secrets in one of the greatest intelligence breaches in history. These spies, motivated by ideology or coerced by threats, managed to pass critical information to the Soviet Union, accelerating their own atomic program and setting the stage for the Cold War. Stealing secrets in one of the greatest intelligence breaches in history. The ramifications of this espionage were profound, leading to a nuclear arms race that would dominate global politics for decades to come. The shadow of the Manhattan Project extended far beyond the end of World War II, influencing international relations and military strategy in ways that are still felt today. By 1945, the project succeeded. The first atomic bomb was tested in the deserts of New Mexico, a blinding flash of light and a mushroom cloud that signaled the dawn of the nuclear age. The scientists who witnessed the test were awestruck by the power they had unleashed, a mixture of triumph and dread in their hearts. The bombs, dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, brought an end to World War II, but at a terrible cost. The devastation was unprecedented, with tens of thousands of lives lost in an instant, and many more suffering from the long-term effects of radiation. The ethical and moral implications of using such a weapon continue to be debated to this day. Ended World War II, but unleashed a nuclear age. The world had entered a new era, one where the threat of nuclear annihilation loomed over every international conflict. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki were a stark demonstration of the destructive power of nuclear weapons, and they served as a grim reminder of the potential consequences of future wars. With consequences that still haunt us today. The legacy of the Manhattan Project is a complex one, marked by both scientific achievement and profound ethical questions. It changed the course of history, reshaping the world in ways that continue to resonate. As we reflect on this pivotal moment, we are reminded of the dual-edged nature of technological progress and the responsibility that comes with such power.